Got awfully quiet very quickly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to our beautiful Fall River facility. We spent a lot of time together over the last 3 days, but again, my name is John Gianpietro, Chief Operation Officer for TACO Global Operations. It's been an amazing 3 days, and in my opinion, there is no better way to wrap up the 3 days than with a tour of TACO's new tank assembly facility where we produce our amazing products. Over the last few days, Cheryl's told a story a couple of times. She speaks of when she started in 2019. In certain meetings, she told Tim and his team to go out and increase sales by 20%. Tim, in a somewhat snarky voice, said, "I'll do it, but you can't build it." In my opinion, there's a second part to that story, through my lens. The second part is in 2023, we were in a strategy session, and operations was in a fairly good place. The backlog was low at this time, past due was at a reasonable level. And in the strategy meeting, Cheryl once again says, "I want you to go out and drive 20% growth." And in my own snarky way, I said, "You can't sell it." But here we are. Here we are. The amount of work that goes into a project like this is vast and can be overwhelming at times. The amount of vision, the amount of planning, the level of technical details, the execution, and the need to pivot and adjust on a project like this are significant. The other areas that are significant for the whole TACO Fall River team is the amount of dedication and sacrifice that had to take place to get this project to where it is today. Part of today is TACO wants to recognize that dedication and sacrifice, and we want the whole Fall River team to know that TACO recognizes and appreciates that dedication and sacrifice that took place to get the project to where it is today. How about a big round of applause for the whole Fall River team? We have several guests that would like to say a few words today. They really don't need any introduction, but I'm going to give it a shot. First speaker is John Hazenwhite Jr. John is the third member of his family to lead the TACO family of companies, a globally respected manufacturer of hydronics and HVAC equipment founded in 1920. Since assuming leadership in the early 1990s, Johnny transformed TACO from a $50 million regional player into a $500 million global enterprise with significant operations across North America, Europe, and Asia. Under his oversight, TACO has pursued strategic acquisitions, including Hydroflow and Ascol, or TACO Italia, and we've expanded TACO products lines into high-efficiency circulators, variable speed and turbine pumps, building automation systems, and quality of life enhancements like hot water recirculation systems. Johnny's leadership philosophy emphasizes people first, period. TACO is known for its compassionate workforce policies, things like college scholarships for employees' children, family events like holiday open houses and summer family day. Furthermore, TACO's management and development programs allow employees to grow within the company and build their careers. TACO's company culture reflects his beliefs that a caring workforce is the foundation for customer excellence and sustainable growth. Johnny, please come up and make a few comments.
Appreciate the kind comments, John. I will say that with all the successes we've had, you know, in that time from 30 million or whatever it was to now, I have gone broke a couple times and paid some dear prices and lost some sleep. But you know, it's been so worth it, and to be here today to see the opening of this facility, which you know I've watched be built under Anthony's oversight and Cheryl's drive. It's really quite amazing to me to witness this. I look back and I think about you know how many things we've done. You know, the IDC in Cranston and the warehouse in Cranston, the acquisition of Taco Italia and Taco Nova, you know, putting together PIFA in Vietnam. You know, these are all very significant things, and yet this is a moment we've invested tremendously in one segment of the business that's always been important to us. And this project has been very difficult, logistically, timing-wise, everything else. And I personally want to thank you folks for what you've done in this factory to put up with the logistics and the problems and the difficulties to make this happen. Because what we have, you see, what we have, folks, as a great company is a result of all of you. What we've been able to do and grow here is because of you. And so I personally, on behalf of myself and Taco's leadership, and most importantly, the White family, want to just say thank you. And never forget my deep love for you and this place. As we move forward, it's we'll see how this works out for us. I think the difficult thing is if I'm right about this, with all that this is providing us, we're already out of capacity. So I don't know who's going to take the next bet. I guess me. So we'll see. Listen, it's just so great to share with all of our reps and the people from Taco that are here what we're doing. You know, it's just such a pleasure and such a joy to be a part of this. And if I may take the liberty of boring you all one more time, I just want to reflect on my own thoughts. And they are that what we've been able to do, and folks, we've had this 3-day sales meeting in Newport with all of these folks, and it's been grueling. It's been early mornings and late evenings, but really, really good, really solid, terrific few days. And what we've been able to do is to spend time with one another. And everybody knows that I think that my greatest thought is that our greatest blessing is that chance to share time, to be together. And I say it every time I speak because I think it's so important. And we've had that chance as a group here over the last few days to come together and to know one another. And you know, the reason I bring this up is because as we go through life, we can succeed, we can fail. But whatever we do, the one thing we have that's most important to me is the love we hold in our hearts, the love we hold for others. It's most important, because if that's real, everything else will happen. I believe that. So I thank you all for taking the time to do that, and you folks do it every day here, and we do it in Cranston, but it's nice to be able to mix that up. And so no matter where we are, and remember this, no matter where we are, who we're with, waiter, waitress, homeless people, doesn't matter. If we can share ourselves and what we have in our hearts, a little bit of love, I think the world needs some of that. And so as we go forward, I thank you. I wish you well. I'm so proud. I think back about what my dad would think about this. I think he'd be very proud. I think he'd be very proud of all of you and all of us and what we've done. This has been nothing short of visionary and courage. And we've all had to be a part of that. So I thank you for that. And about my sharing time thing, just never forget. A friend of mine once told me, to the world, you know, you may be one person. But as you go forward, remember, to one person out there, you may be the world. God bless you all. Thank you for this opportunity.
I would like to extend a special warm welcome to Mayor Paul Coogan, Mayor of the great city of Fall River. Welcome, Mayor. Cheryl Merchant has 40 years of leadership and management experience in manufacturing. She's held leadership positions in industrial giants like GM, Mazda, Ford, and Lear Corporation, and led teams in US, Mexico, Canada, and throughout Europe and Asia. Cheryl spent 19 years as the president and CEO of Hope Global, a manufacturing company with over 2,000 employees and operations located in US, Mexico, Czech Republic, China, and Brazil. During that period, Hope Global grew 5 times in the revenue and became a Tier 2 leader in the automotive industry. In 2019, Cheryl joined Taco as president of Taco Family of Companies, North America. Soon after, in March 2020, she was promoted to CEO of Taco Family of Companies. Cheryl, please come up and say a few words.
Sounds kind of ominous, doesn't it? Wow. Is that what you all said when you walked in? It's just wow. So my first comment goes to this amazing team. I've been saying it since I walked in here. I grew up not between the farm and my dad in a stamping plant. And that kind of virtue, behavior, your dedication, your loyalty, and your plain-ass hard work has been amazing and has always touched me. I want to keep you to know that you are in my prayers every night. I think about your safety. I think about these mammoth new parts that we're moving, this new world that we're entering into Taco. And even as the rest of Taco supports all that is going on, we know the work that has happened here, the long days, the moving of these incredible products, the moving of machinery and growth, things going wrong and things going right. Please know we celebrate with you. We keep you in our thoughts and prayers, and please continue to stay safe. You are the heart of what has made this possible for Taco. Thank you for everything you do. So beyond all that, you've heard the stories, told them more than once. Anthony cried on my shoulder the very first time I walked through here. Nobody really loves me. Sales guys don't think about me. We're out here struggling on our own. I wrote all that stuff down, you know. He remembers well. Taco Fall River is on a trajectory. I'm going to say 500 times what we were then. And when we looked at what we were going to do with space and how this were getting bigger and bigger, we were anticipating that first PO. And I know Julia's out here, and she kept saying, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. We said, we're not waiting. We believe you. Let's go. And we haven't stopped since. This has been one of the most incredible projects I've ever had the great honor to be part of. And I will tell you that through it all, working for John Hayes and White and the White family, and the way that we are allowed to treat people, and I say that with all my heart because I've worked for a lot of bosses that didn't know what that meant. I know that days are struggle. I know that tensions are high. I know words get said. Please believe that that love encompasses everyone that is here. We mean it, even though there are days and times and meetings and things that happen where you don't think we do, we mean it. Just as Felipe mentioned it through us yesterday morning, he was talking our language. Love between all of us is what is our competitive edge. Please remember that as everyone goes back out and starts back in their world and starts back to their jobs. And we don't get out to the floor, and I walk back in and there's another more giant equipment. It's coming, things are happening, we are pushing, and the only thing that Mr. Hayes and White told me when we started writing the checks, don't have to go to the bank. You can spend it, but we gotta make it. And we've done that. TACO is strong, and we are going into the world with that strength to be the best there is. And I promise to invite all of you back when we have the second building just like this one. Congratulations for this day. Thank you for everything you do. God bless.
Ben White represents the next generation of leadership at TACO, a family-owned company with a proud history of innovation in the HVAC industry. As a member of the White family, Ben carries forward the company's long-standing commitment to excellence, sustainability, and community engagement. In his role at TACO as Senior Program Manager, Ben is actively involved in advancing the company's mission to deliver high-quality, energy-efficient comfort solutions for customers around the globe. With a strong focus on growth, innovation, and operational excellence, he is dedicated to ensuring TACO remains at the forefront of the HVAC industry while continuing to uphold the family values that have defined the company for nearly a century. Through his leadership, Ben is helping to shape the future of TACO while honoring the legacy of previous generations, ensuring the company remains a trusted global partner in comfort, efficiency, and sustainability. Ben, please come up and say a few words.
I have a little helper that wants to come up, if that's all right with you all. So for those of you that I was with for the last few days, you'll remember my theory on getting to go first when I speak. That went out the window today, so I don't want to repeat a lot of things, but I just want to take an opportunity to make a few thank yous. I want to start by reiterating and kind of reinforcing what I think Cheryl and my dad and John have already said. To this team here, I walked through that door today, and I've been coming in as the process has been going, but I literally welled up with tears when I came through that door. This is unbelievable, and I hope you all know how appreciative we are for the work that you put into making this place what it is. It is nothing short of extraordinary. Thank you very much for what you all do, because without it, we would have nothing. So thank you. To our reps, our partners that are here with us today, thank you for being here, for taking the time to be here. Without your work out, being the feet on the street, we wouldn't have anything to put through this factory. So thank you for being here, and it's exciting to share this amazing opportunity to cut a ribbon for this building together. So thank you for all being here. I really, I think in looking at this building and thinking about my past, it's great to have Winona Rose up here with me and Thompson John out in the crowd here, my youngest, because I remember when I was her age running around the factory with my brother John. And I'll tell you something about him. He didn't mince words, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying this, but he always said Fall River was his favorite place. He loved you all so much. He loved this facility with all of his heart. And he would be damn proud to see what you've accomplished and what this place has become. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the work you put in. Onward and upward. Let's have a great day together. All right.
The Honorable Paul Kugan is currently the mayor of Fall River. Having taken office in 2020, he has been re-elected in 2021 and in 2023. Defeating the former mayor Carreo in a landslide, Coogan has over 30 years of experience in the Fall River public school system. Having taught at Cuss Middle School, Talbot Middle School, and Durfee High School, he has also served on the Diamond Regional Vocational High School Committee and the Fall River School Committee. Coogan is a graduate of BMC, Durfee High School, and holds degrees from Bristol Community College, Southeastern Massachusetts University, and the College of Health and Sciences in California. He has received many accolades for his leadership, including the 2022 South Coast Health Hero Award for his efforts during the COVID-19 pandemic. Mayor Coogan, please come up and say a few words.
I just want you to know I have such trouble listening to an introduction like that, because I'm living inside of this skin, and that's not what I see when I'm out there. I see a much different world for me. But I can tell you this: when you have companies like TACO investing in a community like Fall River to help us grow the entire community, whether it's jobs, taxes, purchases. I mean, I look out on the audience and I see a bunch of my old students that are working at TACO now, and I just think that's great, great stuff, because that's what we're supposed to do. And it's a privilege to be the mayor of a city that hosts a company like TACO that comes in here and takes a corner and makes a major, major investment like this. It's a beautiful facility. I hope you're here for the next 200 years, even though I won't still be mayor. But I do want you to know that it's really, really an honor to be here today to open up this big extension on your existing company. And to that end, I brought a citation for John White, a mayoral citation in honor and recognition of the grand opening of this business on Bedford Street and its expansion. So thank you all for being here, and thank you for inviting me.
Please forgive me if I get a little emotional during this next one. Anthony Demora is a Senior Vice President of Fabricated Products and Foundry Operations. He joined TACO in 1996. In his current role, Anthony is responsible for all operations, engineering, and product management at both the Fall River, Massachusetts facilities and TACO's investment foundry in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. With a strong engineering background in metal fabrication, welding, and castings, Anthony brings a wealth of experience and knowledge to one of the fastest growing sectors in TACO's business. Ladies and gentlemen, the visionary behind this project, Anthony Demora.
You guys are in so much trouble, they gave me a microphone. You're going to be lucky if you're out of here by 2 o'clock. I've been called a lot of things, but nobody has ever said Anthony Demora is brief. So I wanted to start this out by talking to all of you about the importance of the ASME code and how it is protecting lives all over this country. In 1905, I'm not going to do this to you. Most of you have already heard this. You'll all be asleep in about 5 minutes. I give that speech every time folks come through with the TACO University. But what I do want to say is, can you believe that we are finally here? TFR has grown so much, and for those of you that don't know what TFR is, that's always been the nickname within the company for TACO Fall River. I would like to take a little bit of time and go through some thank yous for some people that made this whole project possible. I'd like to say thank you to the incredible dream team, as I call them, our construction team. Bob Kelleher and the team from Thermomechanical Systems, our general contractor. Bob taught me that I am not the only crazy person on this job site, and I am not the only person that worries too much about details. Without Bob's help and his brilliant engineering mind, this project never would have come to fruition. Thank you, Bob. He's not here today. He's on a much-deserved vacation. To Al Beaupre and the team from Beaupre Electric. Al's been with us working for TACO for almost 28 years. Alan has literally earned his angel wings for putting up with Bob and I through this entire project. Thank you, Alan. You have a tremendous amount of patience. Andy DiGiamo and the team from Compass Group Architects, the people that made all of these ideas into what we see in front of us. Andy might simply be the only person that I could not drive crazy, or at least if I did, he never showed it. Thank you, Andy, and all the team at Compass. You guys are just simply incredible. Thank you all for what you did to make this project a reality. I would like to say thank you to Mayor Coogan. The city of Fall River has been absolutely outstanding to work with. We are very, very lucky to have a city government that has been so pro-business, and it's really everybody we worked with has been great. I'd like to thank all of you TACO reps, because without you guys, none of this would have happened. You're the ones that go out there that build the relationships. You're the ones that go out there that get us specified. You're the ones going time and time again into engineers' offices all over this country and getting them to buy into the TACO ideals. And without you, this would never be here. I would like to say thank you also to John Giampietro, our Chief Operating Officer, and my boss, but most importantly, my friend. John might possibly be the most patient human on the planet for putting up with my shit through this job. I want to say thank you very much to Cheryl Merchant, our President and CEO. As Cheryl said back in 2020, she basically said one day, yes, you have the money, now go do it and stop whining. Cheryl, without your support, your leadership, and most importantly, your vision, this never would have become a reality. Thank you so much for believing in us, Cheryl. Lastly, I want to say thank you to Johnny White, the owner of TACO and the chairman of the board. There was a time, albeit many years ago, that the future of this facility was unclear. It was a long time, but it was there. You believed in us. The White family supported us. And your guidance and your steadfast commitment, not to sales or profits, but to the men and women who work here at TFR, has been amazing. There are not many people like you, John. Thank you from all of us to the White family for caring so deeply about us. That is just not common anymore in this world. And finally, most importantly, I want to say an enormous thank you to the TFR team. My senior leadership team, Tracy, Lance, Matt, Justin, Ronnie, Jim. They have done one incredible job getting this project over the finish line. The most important people in this project is our production teams. These are the carpenters, the welders, the machinists, the assemblers that support all of you. You've had to live through a lot of headaches. There is no two ways about it. Changes, demolition, more changes, more construction, exponential growth, cramped conditions, it just keeps going on. It was a tough road. You stayed committed, you stayed safe, and you stayed vigilant. Without all of you, none of this matters. It is all about what you guys did to make this happen. It is absolutely amazing what this little division has been and where it's now going. Since 2018, we have grown faster than any other business component of TACO. There was a time when we thought if we built a tank like that, one a month, we thought we were pretty damn slick. Now we're pumping out 4 or 5 a week, and by Q1, we'll be pumping out 12 of those a week. Just take a look at that heat exchanger. If you haven't gotten close enough, that's 19 pounds of metal that these men and women put together and built. That's got over 17,000 square feet of heat transfer area, and it's going into the largest data center in the country, the largest AI data center in the country. These people did it, not some people off in another part of the world. These guys did it. These women did it. These 3,000-gallon tanks, we've got to build 143 of them by February, and we're going to make it happen. Behind me, most of you saw those giant 12-foot heads. We started by building 5. They're in process now. We've got 32 on order. There's another 32 coming if Ben can land the PO. We are the supplier of choice for engineers across the country, for business owners, for building owners, for data center designers across the globe. And we are doing it right here in Fall River, Massachusetts. We're not doing it in China. We're not doing it in India. We're doing it right here in Fall River, Massachusetts with some of the best goddamn tradespeople in this country. We have the skill, we have the technology, and we have the vision. But most importantly, we have the people. Our competitors are damn worried about this place, about this tank facility, and our new heat exchanger facility just down the road, and they should be worried. They should be damn worried. We are a global force to be reckoned with. The sky is literally the limit for TACO and for TFR. I want to say thank you again to my entire team. You guys are the reason why I want to come to work every day. You are all wonderful people, and thank you for your dedication and your commitment, not only to this project, but to this company and this division. God bless you.
Anthony, thank you for that. Well, it's been an amazing 3 days, and what a way to wrap it up. Please enjoy the rest of the day. It's been wonderful spending time with all of you, and we look forward to our next event together. We're going to proceed to a ribbon cutting session. If we could ask everyone, please, proceed out into the parking lot. Johnny's going to do a ribbon cutting. We're going to take some wonderful photos, wrap it up, and then we're going to move over to lunch.